So I am not a god, and I do make mistakes. So I was going to put out this video originally framing it as like, oh, I have one of her deleted videos because Marissa, yeah, her real name is Marissa, it's not Reese, is notorious for putting out some controversial streams. And then when there's a backlash, she will get rid of videos. Doesn't do it all the time, want to be fair to her, but she does do it quite a few times. So I thought I had, I've got one of her deleted. No, I didn't. So that said, the video is still very, very interesting. Very interesting. So apparently we're catching Reese. Again, this is a few weeks ago before the recent Chabbi's incident. We'll get back to that. Don't you worry. We'll get back to that. But I just want to give a little bit more background. And it's actually a little bit more horrifying when you get into this video, where as usual, Reese feels like she's the victim. How is she being victimized? And then, to be fair, I'm just concentrating on this small section. But holy cow, I'm like head scratching as to what she's talking about. And she's mixing apples and oranges. So for those who are coming totally new, basically Marissa had a relationship with Tommy Scoville, who's a well-known grifter, fraud, not a good person. That lasted for a few years. Before that, she was married to Jeff. And now she's revising the history there. That said, I'm not here to gaslight you. Jeff does seem to have a very mixed record. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I do get a little political pretty explicitly. So I am, to put it mildly, much more on the left of Jeff. So, because Jeff, it's very obvious. You go to his Twitter, he's very pro-Trump. I mean, super pro-Trump. So now Marissa is revising the history that Jeff was not the nice guy we all thought he was, even though we have tons of times on video and in photos, you get along just fine. But it could be Jeff has, to put it mildly, a much more mixed past. But to be fair to her. So anyway, a few weeks ago, apparently she was very depressed, guys, and she was feeling very low. Why? Because several things were filling her mind, and they made her very angry. One is that apparently they were walking away, and they were winners. Yeah, because you see, Jeff and Scoville still have money, guys. That really upset her, and it also upset her that possibly Jeff and or Scoville might have relationships with women who are attractive. Now, I'm pausing because I'm like, that's not even a thing, stupid. How's that? Why is that even a problem? How's that even a thing? Okay, well, okay, let's do devil's advocate, because Jeff is a part of the Jesters, which is this kind of moronic, Masonic social club. And it is apparently shown that women do appear at these parties and, perform certain services. Whether that's strictly legal or not, we'll put to one side, but basically she's getting upset at that. Oh, by the way, and there's a big punchline, so wait for the end, because it's a monster, like, holy cow. Okay, her first husband, Fred, was also in the Jesters, but he's okay. All right, so she doesn't really care about the Jesters. But anyway, so, and just added fact, Fred was really, really old. I mean, really, really old. And Marissa had a relationship. And it's kind of well known that she probably had the relationship, for money. Keep that in mind. So she's upset that Jeff and Scoville might be moving on with other women, and that just makes her really upset, and they made some money. Okay, now with Scoville, I can speak with a lot of authority. Yeah, a lot of that money may be ill-gotten, right? He's literally admitted to, he was caught on tape admitting to taking money from vulnerable women. So, okay, with Scoville, that's a legit complaint. With Jeff, again, I'm going to have to double check a few videos. I don't know if that's a proper accusation. Jeff is just a business guy, right? Now, whether he got that money legitimately, that's another question. Now, keep this in mind, and these are estimates. This is coming from hostile people, so bear this in mind. These are hostile sources, so take this with a grain of salt. But it's been estimated, just from Super Chat, Reese has made $100,000. Added to this, and this has been confirmed, because Jeff showed it, he showed a receipt, that he sent her, as a part of their settlement, because they were married, $45,000. This does not even include money she's making from endorsements, money she makes from selling her clothes and other goods, and money she makes from her Zoom call meetings, right? And God only knows what else she's doing behind the scenes to make money. So this is not a woman who's like, oh my God, they left me with nothing. And she has a very privileged, again, it's not super wealthy. Her family is, I'd say, middle to upper middle class. So this is not a woman who's poor. Not a poor woman. She's getting upset. They still have money. I can't believe this. Now think through the Scientology doctrine. In Scientology, they have this thing called the freeloader debt. It's telephony. Basically, if you leave Scientology, they try to charge you with all these courses, all of these things you did in Scientology, which technically you got for free. Now they're saying you got to pay that up. That's L. Ron Hubbard. So Reese apparently thinks the true doctrine, which is even worse than L. Ron, it's like, at least with Scientology, you pay for a service. You can say many things about Scientology, but it is foundational. There, you pay for a service. If you gave us money, you got a service. No, Reese is like, I guess when you leave Reese's relationship, you just give her all the money. Every man she has a relationship, you surrender all your goods, all your property. It all goes to her now. So this is freeloader debt times 25 with her. Yeah, that's just insane self-entitlement. And this is how bonkers she is, because she's like, guys, I don't care about the money. So then she pivoted to say, money doesn't matter. What really mattered is that they were just so aggressive. They weren't respectful to me. And she let slip, and I can't play the audio or whatever because she's going to copyright strike me. So you have to take me on this. I'll show the transcript. She literally just blurts out saying, guys, I can find someone with money. Not I'm going to make money, not I'm going to earn money, not I'm going to legitimately find a way to create money. No, I'm going to find someone with money, like Fred. But it just upsets me, guys, that they may think that they're the winners. They just walk up. Like, oh, wait, what? She just said it. She just literally said, yeah, if I ever need the money, people think I'm motivated. No, guys, I'm not motivated by money. I have the money. Right, Marissa? Obviously, you're not motivated by money. You have excess amounts. But hey, if it ever becomes an emergency, if I ever need money, guys, I'll just find someone. And you'll just take their money. Wow, that is so generous of you. Wow. But I just want to finish off by another thing that came across to me. First of all, the idea that she's upset that her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband is gonna have a sexual relationship with another woman is driving her batty. But then she said later, oh, I don't care if they do. In fact, they should go for it. Well, which is it then? We'll put aside that. She just has these mood swings. Like, I'm just going to concentrate on Scoville as we close out. Because I'm like, how delusional is she? Does she really think, no, let's be fair to him. I don't know how he does it, but he has found he has found at least 2 women in the ex-Scientology community. You can call them, pretty. So, yeah, how this guy managed to con these women, I don't know. But the idea that Scoville is suddenly going to, be going out with who? Jennifer Aniston, Keira Knightley, Halle Berry. You go through the list that he's going to get a supermodel or some incredibly beautiful top 10 most beautiful women in America. Like, what? Where is she getting that from? Why would she think this? I mean, to put it mildly, the word is out in this guy. I don't think the most attractive women in America are like, wow, I really need that. I really need a lot of this Scoville. So does she mean Jeff? Because he's like a Trump guy and a successful businessman? I mean, what does she mean? Apparently just the thought of beautiful women being around Jeff and or Scoville disturbs her. Well, with Scoville, I'd agree, because, to put it mildly, their bank accounts could be in danger. But I'm like, that's upsetting you. What else upsets you? That anyone has a good relationship that you can't control? Is that what upsets you? It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And now, of course, she's trying to revise the history of the recent Chabbi's incident, where it's like, guys, no, I was the victim. Even though we now have eyewitness accounts, we have other people coming in. Nothing major happened. You just created another weirdo fairy tale to amuse your subscribers. And hey, if your subscribers want to buy it, that's fine. But I'm just like, no, clearly you're motivated by money. It may not be the top of your list, but clearly it's on the list. And insofar as like, Guys, I'm not really motivated by money. Well, no kidding, because you didn't make it. You're taking money from others. And the fact that they're giving it to you, well, that shows that their intelligence is not very high. But I'm like, really, really, that does not show any large amount of class on your side. It just shows that you're really, really a cynical grifter at the end of the day.